up, G?
Tired as hell. How about you?
We're rolling. We're live.
Just finished a 4-day micro tour. That was fun.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty successful, I would say.
Get right up on that mic.
That's right.
You don't have to get right up on it, but...
Yeah.
Started out in TO.
Yeah, we hit Toronto, St. Catharines, Ridgeway, and Niagara Falls. We ended with a house party in Niagara Falls.
None of which I attended.
It was billed as
supporting you from the back. Man, when I showed up the other night, there it said $25. I'm like, what?
Oh,
for real, Scarlett?
Oh yeah, I think it was misunderstood because we called it a launch instead of a fundraiser.
Uh-huh.
It was like the ticket price plus.
Yeah,
like
that's
a
what somebody said. It was a donation to Livestock.
Yeah, because Livestock is a free well, technically a free festival, but you know, there's a lot of costs that go into it. So
cool. So, when you do the micro tour, you're the feature band. You're not opening for someone, right? Are you having people open for you? Or?
Each show was different.
Yeah.
We headlined, I think, we headlined 3 of them. The third night, we Rose Garland headlined, and they're a sweet Grateful Dead tribute band. So that was awesome to play before them, and we usually get a good very similar crowd with playing with them. So it's nice to play before them because then we get to showcase our songs and stuff for a new crowd.
You ever find that the sweet spot is lost when the feature band, the number one act comes up, the room's lost? Like you guys got the room? Because you're early, like you're 8:30 or whatever. Right. Do you ever run into that? Because I know some of the gigs that I've been involved in or that I've, witnessed, you put the headliner on at 11:30, everyone leaves at 10:30 or whatever it is, at midnight or something, and then the room's dead.
I was briefly reading an article recently that was talking about how the culture is like shifting to earlier shows and earlier events and stuff like that.
Well, and that's the bummer when you get an out-of-town act that's got a decent name, right? And they're the headliner, and then you have Roadwaves open up for them, or Burger, Blake, and Gould, and all the locals come out to see the opening band and then turn around and leave when the feature comes on. It hurts.
Right. I think there's something to be said about the resurgence of, support for local music, especially in, towns that were the complete opposite maybe 5 years ago or even 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. It's totally flipping now where people are finally paying attention, I guess, or I don't know. It just seems like there's more happening now.
Oh, definitely. And I think for whatever reason, we've got more talent that's helping promote it too, right? Even unconsciously, guys like me that just love it, love the music.
I think that's actually one of the biggest ways of promoting. I've gotten so many of my friends into bands just by throwing them a disc or something like that,
I'm constantly bringing the discs into people's place.
Great.
Mostly it was Burger stuff because Burger's, Color and Light's pretty middle of the road. Everyone can get down with that CD, right? Yeah. And then I wore it out in my car, but then I lent it out so many times too. He's replaced that CD a bunch of times. And I was so, talking the other day, was it to you or whatever, when, the hook gets stuck in your head. There's a couple of them on Roadway's album too. The Lighthouse. Oh yeah. And you get caught singing it with the guy, with you. The earworm when you're just dee 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 dee. Well, when it's your dee 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 dee, you're with the guy. It's always so fucking awkward, man.
Yeah.
I'm with the rock star and I'm humming their song. That's got to be really.
It's pretty awkward.
It's fucking.
And usually, I don't know. For me, my most catchy songs are usually the ones I like to play the least because they're so repetitive. But then there's days where I love it, so it's just kind of a character thing.
Yeah. Now, somebody told me the other day that the audience, you vibe off the audience a lot.
Oh yeah.
And so what's that like if you don't get the right peeps? I mean, you got a good traveling roadshow that kind of goes with you, man. It's you travel well, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I think there's definitely something to be said about because we're improvising a lot and having a literal conversation on stage. So a big part of it is that we're listening to each other constantly and like kind of reacting to all the ideas that we're throwing out and the variations of the songs we're playing. But you can I don't know, you can feel something in the crowd, and when you look out there, and it affects. There's been plenty of times where I see someone twirling around, and it inspires me to play like a different arpeggio or voicing or anything, like a different ornament, and it just like then the rest of the guys react to my reaction.
It's like dominoes, and that's what I'm fascinated as a guy that's kind of, oh man, I'm so heavily into music, as you know, it's my life. You know, use the metaphor as a soundtrack of your life. I know it's so overused and stuff like that, but it so is. It's like sense. Yeah. You can identify a place and time with certain things.
Absolutely.
I can't hear the Hockey Night in Canada theme without thinking of popcorn and Pepsi on a Saturday night. My old man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
And I was saying, oh man, when I get older, I'm gonna have as big a bowl of popcorn as I can. You know what I mean?
yeah, totally.
Because just give me a little bit, right? Pepsi.
Music's a powerful thing.
Yeah, and so when I got introduced to the jam at the Lighthouse, when you guys were doing Monday nights there, Berger brought me out, I think, and then I brought Scotty out. And to see Berger working the drums, because, well, he spends a lot of time behind the kit because that's not normally where he is. And I think he wants to learn all the time. And plus,
great place.
They say you learn everything once you play like you learn about songwriting and musicianship or whatever you call it a lot from whatever.
It's the basis of all.
As soon as
music.
you get behind the kit, you have
rhythm,
a better understanding for music, whether you're a musician or not. But sitting there and watching Berger, who's not a drummer, like build a momentum.
Yeah.
And then I think he's going to drop it and then he backs out.
Right.
And just everyone that's feeding off him, he's feeding off the bass, or he might be feeding whoever he's feeding off.
It's reciprocal. You're both feeding off each other. That's the crazy part.
It's the domino. It's the way the music drifts.
Yeah.
And goes lane to lane, and then sometimes does a right turn or a left turn or a 180 or a 360 or I just love that fluid motion where even me playing the bongos could affect somebody's rhythm, beat, solo, whatever they do. So why I'm fascinated by the jam. I love it. And I'm not a jam band guy, as you know.
Yep. So I think it's the same concept, except we just incorporate it into our songs, right? So we set up songs in certain places to have it's written in a way where we can jam over it. It's a lot more organized than it seems. We're not just improvising. Yeah. There's like specific charts and specific like concepts we're going for. There's a lot of like in improvising. There's a lot of. It's all about the approach. It's all about like I have like a million different approaches over one progression, right? It's not like each day it's different. It changes. In the same way that you can explain something a million different ways, but you still mean the same thing, right?
Yeah. I don't know how you put the words down even. I saw, like, I'm a writer too, right? I used to be fluent in poetry and ideas and songs and stuff. I've got a book of them.
Right.
Should bust them out.
Do it. Yeah.
And now
it's a muscle.
Now I haven't really tried, but I don't know where to start. Like I get so many fucking ideas going around in my head.
Right.
As what I want to put down.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly it's just like everyone else.
Yeah.
It's love, heartbreak, and
Yeah. I think it's...
Or whatever's driving me crazy at the moment, or, I'm not really... Yeah, so I don't know where to begin with it, because it used to flow like crazy. Now I'm writing other stuff. I'm writing business stuff, and I'm writing, I'm doing social media until my neck feels like it wants to be a different part of my... Oh, man.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. And, like, art is it's an expression of yourself, so it's kind of more of a muscle, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like, you gotta have to keep using it, or else it fades away.
I feel like it's in me, man. It's got to come out.
Yeah, so kind of just keep doing it terribly, and it'll just shift into it being really good.
I started a couple months ago putting down funny thoughts. Yeah. Mostly I have them in the shower, I think.
Nice.
Where I can't write anything down, but because I feel like I've done a few things public speaking wise, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like the thing that would intimidate me the most, the biggest challenge to me right now would be able to put together like a 5 or 10 minute stand-up routine.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not, attempt it, because
I'm not funny enough for that.
Well, and it doesn't matter if you're funny or not, because just because you're funny, and I'm pretty funny, it doesn't mean you're funny on stage, right, with stand-up.
That's true.
But I would think it would be interesting to try it out anyways. Yeah. Plus the creative energy that would go into actually putting it together, a skit, could be fun, man.
That's very true, yeah.
These guys make it look easy, though, man.
Really interested lately in, like, short films. Been doing that with my band. And just making little, like, whatever, commercials or, like, anything. Just super funny stuff. Just, you get an idea and you just shoot the scenes you need and then hop on the computer and edit it real quick, and it's fun.
Yeah.
At the very least, you get a bunch of laughs out of it.
Speaking of short films, Lupish, you know, Lupish in Sherwood, they did a kind of wonderful thing. Local crew, locally acted, blah, blah, blah. Calls me, says, Facebooks me. You want to fire Erica's character at 9:30 at Days End tonight? I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, you know, did you send this out to 20 guys or what? Call me. He goes, no, it's for you, man. I go, really? Yeah. He's dressed like a hotel manager. Come down and fire her character. I go, can I do this? He goes, oh, yeah. Yeah. We're winging it. I'll just tell you what I want to happen, and you guys do it. So walked on, but anyway, he put it in the comments of something. He was asking for realtors, and CD dropped my name on Facebook. He says, I want, who wants to be featured in our film? The film's called Fight. You must have seen it. It's all over Facebook.
Yep, I think
pretty good marketing.
Yep.
On Point Creative.
Yeah.
Sherwood and Lupish.
Wasn't long ago, like,
did I say Sherwood and Lupish? Oh, that's weird, yeah. Sounds better than Lupish and Sherwood.
Was it in the fall or like the summer?
What? Which one? They're still filming.
No, I mean, the one
Fight that's coming out.
The example you were talking about, like when
I walked on.
When you walked on,
yeah. So get to the best part. So CD goes, Lupish posts, who wants to have the real estate sign featured in our movie, right? CD chirps Jim Fannin in the comments. Right, I get it. Of course, I go to see what it's all about, and I look, and I'm like, and obviously, because I'm a realtor, right? Lupish comes back and goes, Jim's already in the movie. I think he said he fires Erica in the movie already, so it'd be kind of weird if he was the realtor that she uses when she sells it.
Nice. So your debut feature in a short film.
Yeah, I got a movie and an album. My album's out, as you heard earlier. Head Heavy. Head Heavy. And so I walked on. They put a little bit of makeup on me. We went downstairs to the old Holiday Inn there, where Faces used to be on Thursday nights. We went every Thursday in high school and after. The night clerk got out of the way. And he was cool to watch. Oh, I dumped all my data. I lost 60 gig of data off my phone. All movies. I had backstories. I had back shots. I had movies. Oh my God.
Oh, that sounds terrible. You didn't back it up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I fucking tried to put it on. I thought I put it on a drive and then erased it from my phone. I went to look 3 months later, and I looked for the folder, and it's gone.
That's crazy, man.
A year worth of videos and photos.
That's brutal. Yeah,
I had some great outtakes from that movie too. But then Lupish, so I said to Lupish, like, I'm trying, I offered to help him out any way I can, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, maybe I can find some sponsorship for the launch or something, because they did a really nice red carpet launch for a kind of wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, they should be better because the movie's, they're growing up and they're doing well.
Yeah,
I think, you know what I mean.
Progressing.
So I'm going to try and help them out. So I talked to him. I said, dude, isn't this all in the QT? You're telling everyone I'm the boss that fired Erica? Like, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so yeah, but...
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, we just walked on and nailed it. Well, just not nailed it. It was easy. All I had to do was come out and go, did you just say that to him? You know what? You're fired. No, just come out. Good. Beat it.
Right
like,
on.
that was it. That's
you
all
in the credits?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right
Dude,
on.
I got an IMDb page.
Nice.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess he put me in the credits, and it automatically makes an IMDb page.
That's
for
amazing.
you. I don't have a picture on it. I'm not sure how you edit it.
Yeah.
But I also had a Wikipedia page for a very long time. I didn't put it up there. Fuck Wikipedia. I wouldn't try and edit a Wikipedia page ever in my life. Forget create one.
They'll probably wait until Fight's released and then get a snapshot of you from it.
Yeah. And then so somebody had me complained about my profile, said I wasn't, I didn't deserve a Wikipedia page. He took me down. There's a whole conversation about where it went on and who said this.
What do you need to be on Wikipedia?
Well, it was all my politics. There was like every time I ran in politics, the votes I got, and I don't know, I had a picture of me from the convention and stuff like that. And weird, but. Yeah, somebody had it removed.
Is there a criteria, though? I mean,
well, I guess there is in that world because whoever the troll was that they put it up for you. I don't know. You put it up for I don't know how you get rid of a fucking Wikipedia page, but
I think you can report it as like incorrect or like shouldn't be on.
I think there's a page that picked up all the old Wikipedia deleted pages that I'm on now or something. I don't know. I haven't vanity searched myself in a while, but so yeah, Fight, Lupus, and so when you say short film, I say Lupus Sherwood.
Hell yeah!
I know Berger's hooked up with them for hopefully a video for one of his tunes.
Yeah, I'm a child when it comes to
if there's
it's not
any
even me
way,
filming,
just
I'm
make
just
the connection, man.
Making the ideas.
Yeah, they're talented, man. And they did Serena Prine and the Mandevilles. They did one for Tim Hicks.
Cool.
So they've done it before, right?
Right on.
And I'm sure they treat you fairly being a local act and whatnot. So, yeah, start thinking of what you would do if you were going to produce it, man. Because having a video would be so wicked. For you guys, it would be like 12 minutes probably, right?
Just depends on the day, I guess.
Yeah, or the song. But I mean, most of your songs aren't 3-minute radio cans.
Right, yeah, we're not.
Are you going to do anything that's radio friendly? Ever?
I mean,
like on purpose to try and fucking get a commercial hit and get out there. I mean, don't you got to play the game a little? You're not going to be a 20-year-old rebel for the rest of your life.
Well, the rebel thing, it's not really a rebel thing. It's more of like, once we make the radio, like I don't really mind if we make the radio. I'm not against it, but I'm not going to try to get on there because to me it's about the fan base. And I want the fan base to be like a pure fan base. I don't want it to be, I like them because I heard them on the radio and they're the new next thing, right? I want people to really... We put a lot of time into making each show different and making each song special in its own way at each show. So, like, it's more about the live experience. There's going to be a lot of songs that never make album cuts. You're only going to hear them at our shows. You're only going to know them if you come to our shows. We're trying to get people to come out to shows because the way the industry works now is that you're not making money off album sales. You're making money off touring constantly, merch sales. You're making money by just being on the circuit, right, and getting called back after so many times of you having to email them over and over again, right?
You going to put a cover on the new album?
That'd be interesting. I'm not really sure how that works in terms of like copyright or like royalties or whatever. Maybe you just don't.
But would you consider one of your how many tracks you figure the next album's going to be?
Probably is similar to the last one.
15?
No, I think it was 8 or 9.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a couple long ones on there, like 7-minute ones and stuff like that. Yeah, a cover would be cool. Maybe even a jazz cover would be sweet.
It's no good in there. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm not
back in the car. Katie Gatta, Matthew James. Oh, Aaron Berger, Matt Keegan. Man, the friends list is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Nate Gould, Matt Maxwell on drums. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Why the hell I want to come to every show.
Yeah,
but I don't like leaving my house much. and staying up late and drinking.
I hear you.
It's all a bad scene. You know what I mean?
Man.
So I got to pick the shows that I go to, but I just much. And I was watching, I think the Leafs were playing that night. And
hey, it's all good,
Mills was texting me. But it's like I said to you in your basement the other night, why the fuck would I go to a show ever when I can have these guys in my living room or be in their living room even better when they're fucking goofing around?
Yeah.
Or,
It's funny. I don't know. Like, I've been trying to try my best to not have shows in bars as often or like drinking settings. Like,
you're gonna love this warehouse, man.
I've heard about this new venue.
Gig, the sound system's nice. The board op knows what the hell he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the room. They got a bunch of, what do you call them, ballasts or what up in the ceiling. You know what I mean? So it's a square room.
Cool.
150 max.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like that. 190 maybe. I think Eric Dixon is running it, but Brian built the place inside, and
how's the sound?
Lots of deep low end.
Awesome.
Bass for the first time.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I haven't seen a show there, like actually attended a show.
Yeah,
maybe I didn't want to go.
Maybe we'll check one out.
Yeah, Botting's playing next week.
Cool, man.
Yeah, he's doing his Courage
day?
for Gord. I think it might be next Saturday. No, that's in this. No, this In the Soil is this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. I think he's. So In the Soil you're playing Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, and I think we might have a little 15-minute set happening the night before on Band on the Couch at like 9:20. I'm not sure where it is. I still have to talk to them. But
yeah, cool.
Exactly.
I love the concept. Those
a great
guys
concept.
Are talented.
Yeah.
Is it Jordan and Ari?
Yeah, Jordan, Ari.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple more of them.
I don't know them all.
I'm blanking on the names.
What am I looking for? Blanking on the names. I'm going to Facebook or something. Yeah, look up for Botting. Yeah, I think Botting's playing coming up, so it's a Saturday show. I'm pretty sure he's doing the Courage for Gord, so all hip covers.
Okay.
The Sessions on the River shit turned out really nice, man. Did you download that?
Oh yeah. I used some of that music on the short film.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So I was really happy with that. Anthony Sweet. Oh my gosh, that kid.
He's great.
Wow.
He's got such a powerful voice.
When I listened to the playback of that session, the second tune put me in tears for whatever reason. I don't know why. I got all choked up. Just so beautiful.
That was an awesome day.
Yeah, it was a pretty good day.
Yeah.
Looking back at it now especially, but after that interview, I told him to take it down.
How come?
I don't know. I was kind of embarrassed. Yeah, it wasn't what I...
Which interview?
Well, the 3-hour talk show I did in between.
Right.
All the bands.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with it. I thought it was just a big masturbation session, for lack of a better term. I'm really hard on myself for the...
In terms of, like, you think you didn't talk about enough.
I don't know. It just seemed like it turned into less about content and more about just jacking around and ego and stuff like that.
Kind of self
patting
each other on the back type thing.
I think it was an unfair, like, I'm pretty unfair with myself with the criticism.
Yeah, I think we all are.
Especially when it was new. And one of my interviews was really soft, I thought, because I was kind of flat-footed. I didn't expect her to say what she said. And I was stunned. Couldn't believe I had nothing. So, but then when the music came through, and then Chris Curry, thank you so much for that. Sessions on the River, nice plug for you guys.
Sound,
and it helped the PR for that matter out there, I think, for that. And it's a tough gig for him being on in Fort Erie, but that is
it's a beautiful
when
spot.
the music came in, he put it up on the G Drive or whatever, Google Drive, and shared it, and I uploaded it. And when I started listening to it back, sometimes I'll put it on. I'll listen to Roadways on a Friday night, 10 o'clock, the game's over or whatever, boom.
Right
listen to the Roadways performance.
Awesome.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good quality.
It's great quality. Yeah,
so,
I was happy.
I don't know what it sounds like coming off the SoundCloud because I never listen. Oh, yeah, That is how I listen to it, actually. Yeah, through.
Hey, I'll tell you, I'm always surprised to listen back to it because it usually doesn't sound as good on the stage as it does out the main speakers, right? So like, it's like when I listen back, I'm like, wow, okay, the mix was great. Like for me, sometimes it's really off. Like, can't hear the backup singers or something.
Do you run around before every show?
What do
you get pretty amped up? I remember at the Sessions show, you were running around, something wasn't going right.
Oh, my amp wasn't working.
Oh, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I had to go get another one.
Oh.
Yeah. But I actually ended up using a really nice amp that was at the studio, so that was fun.
Oh, there you go. Just plugged into somebody else's.
I think it was Chris's.
There you go.
Yep.
So it doesn't happen every show?
No.
You're not running around?
No.
Pulling your hair up before you go up?
Yeah, I was just more worried about what was wrong with my amp while also looking for another amp to use.
Yeah, it was a good day, though.
That was,
Thanks for participating in it.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah, it was, had as many friendlies as I could pack into it. There was only one guy was away. He got sick on the plane on the way back. He says, I'd love to do it, but I can't. But everyone else showed up on time, and then we had the lounge rocking, too.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
I wish I could be able to got some of those lounge acts up. Corey Cruz actually got up. He wasn't scheduled to get up. I can't remember where we squeezed him in, but that was great. We had a hole, and he was there.
Didn't Ashley play, too?
And it's not like Corey Cruz. Come on, man. He's got to play. I mean, he's got to be there. Corey Cruz is everywhere. Shout out to my homie. Yeah, it was a good day, though. So, yeah, we'll do it again out there, but now it's just I can tighten it up right here anytime I want, and I don't have to worry about the overhead, and we get to sound pretty decent.
Yeah.
See how it sounds, and then once it gets loaded to SoundCloud, then iTunes just picks it up with the spider, right? So I've been really working the last 6 weeks, let's say, I've got about 60 shows up there now. So if you go to iTunes podcasts and search Jim Fannin, you'll get all my shows. If you search Roadwaves now, or your name, which I will insist on fully spelling, it'll show up. Like if you search Theater Crisp on iTunes now, podcast, they're not there yet, but now my two shows show up there.
Okay.
The stuff that I did, the old stuff. So that kind of cranks me up, too, because I'm always giving my acts shit. All my boys and girls that play in these acts that I support and want to try and help them, promote any way I can or whatever I can do to help. I'm saying you got to be on Shazam.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's how I
gotta
fucking share my music, man. I'm cruising in the car, and no, I don't text and drive. Do Shazam and drive, though, a lot.
Yeah, I love to Shazam.
It's just
and
Shazam,
my favorite
click,
feature, too,
share,
is that
click.
My favorite feature is that it connects now
me.
to Spotify playlists, so it creates a playlist for you of all your Shazam tracks, so you can
really?
listen to them later.
What's this now?
It's on Shazam. And if you connect it to... so if you log on Shazam through Facebook and log on Spotify through Facebook, I'm pretty sure it connects the two.
Oh.
Or something like that. And then so when you Shazam, it creates a playlist on your Spotify. And you can listen back to all the songs you Shazammed. It's a pretty great feature because then I actually go back and listen to it instead of just forgetting about it sometimes.
That sounds like it could be handy because don't upgrade your Shazam. Because when you fucking upgrade it, you lose all your tags. What the fuck? That's like dumping 60 gigs for me, man. I want to go back and see all my tags.
See, that's why the Spotify thing's great, because then a playlist is just created, right? And then you have it.
April 29th.
That's when Botting's playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's this Saturday.
I'll be busy that night. Because I'm helping my friend move as well.
Oh, well, there you go. I'll be downtown anyway. Aren't I? You'll be in the soil.
Yeah.
I guess he picked a good weekend to do it.
I'll probably be able to go after.
Or maybe he didn't. I don't know. I always think that more the better, but maybe.
Where exactly is the warehouse?
11 Geneva Street. It's right across from the old arena.
Okay.
Right at the corner of Geneva and St. Paul, pretty much.
Right on.
But
it's always cool when a new venue opens up.
Yeah, it'd be all right. They're gonna work a couple things in. They don't have much of a green room yet, but
do they got like food and stuff?
I don't think so. No, they do have drinks. There's a bar.
Okay,
but no, I ordered a pizza in when I was.
We'll have to get a pot bar in there once it's legalized.
I don't think they want any more problems, and just keeping the liquor license will be enough of a challenge, I'm sure. Uphill battle.
I'm gonna get Road Waves licensed to be a licensed producer, so we can just sell on tour.
Oh yeah. Once it's legal, you won't even need it to sell it to patients. You can sell it to anyone you want.
Totally, and we'll just be on tour. And
no, there's something. No, you can't. Well, you can't sell to a minor. The maximum penalty is
14 years to life.
14 years? No, maximum 14 years.
Oh, okay.
And then if you pass a joint to a minor, same thing, 14 years.
That's crazy.
And if you have 6 plants, maximum 14 years.
What?
Yeah.
No,
so they
I
left
didn't
it in
that one.
Yeah, oh yeah. So they left it in the criminal system, like the code, right?
They're still going to be putting people in jail for a plant.
Reduced the amount that they can, Yeah. And now you can have 4 plants. Yeah,
it's because it has so many
legal,
benefits.
But
they don't want you to reap the benefits.
They can pull you over without cause now.
I know. That's going to be, I think, challenged right away.
Thank you.
That's unconstitutional.
Liberal government.
Totally unconstitutional. It'll be challenged the first day it happens. I don't think it'll fly.
What's the strain going to be called if Road Waves is what are you
Rocky Road or something like that? I don't know. We'll see.
Where are you going to record your new stuff?
I'm not exactly sure about that yet. I think.
Would you do it at sessions?
That's definitely an option. Like, I'm keeping the options open because I don't want it to be up to one person. Even if I wanted to do it there, I still want to talk to the guys and really get a feeler and, listen to some of the things that they've done so we can see what they're all about, see what bands they've worked with.
Well, you're familiar with what they did with Josh, so you should have some insight into that whole process, but...
I just mean like in terms of checking out other people and getting a nice like feeler of what's out there.
Yeah. So how many songs you working on now that you're touring around doing new stuff?
Completed?
Yeah.
Not on the album. I would say about like.
Does everything have to be completed that you play, or you ever play stuff that you're just working on?
No, we still play stuff we're working on.
Cool.
I mean, it's never really completed, I guess, even after it gets put on an album. But probably about 6 or 7 right now. We're working on
tunes.
New ones that aren't on the last album, and then we probably have about 2 or 3 that are like sort of half written and on the way to being like brought to the electric table.
Right. Cool. So you'll have 8 then, 8 or 9 then.
8 or 9, yeah, and maybe even 10. Like, it just depends on how long or short everything ends up being. If we can squeeze one in there, we will.
Yeah.
Obviously, we want to get as much as we can into a CD.
Yeah, I think you should throw a really serious cover in there.
It'd be really sweet.
Funky one.
Yeah, it'd be really cool. I just would want it to be our own. I wouldn't.
Superstitious.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to like mimic it too much, right? I wouldn't want to make it. I would want to make it like Road Waves.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Road Waves, Jihad, Yehia. Sitting down, we're gonna have a bunch of you cats come in. Matthew James came in first. I wasn't happy with the recording though.
Like the quality of it?
Any of it. The conversation was bad. It got personal about like my brother doesn't want his name mentioned. Yeah, I didn't mention his name, but so I don't want to put people on the spot. But I mean,
you can always cut that out.
Yeah, but then I thought I want it to be just a conversation where you sit down and let it roll.
Yeah,
and not have to go back. Like one of my
true. I mean, you're only censoring it.
He says, if I say something outrageous, I want to be able to go back and delete it. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I don't want to kill your creativity, but just let's make it so, you don't say something you want to take back. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I got a feeling I'll be saying a lot of things.
You probably shouldn't be trying to work in the public if you're scared of what you might say.
Oh, no. If some people are public, they need to get scared.
Well, that's what I mean is like...
I won't be scared of that. I'm going to do some politics, too, so everyone's free game in that. And, yeah, if I can put a comedy routine down, then I can fucking say whatever I want about everyone, what I really think.
Exactly.
And hide it behind the craft.
As long as you can make them laugh, they will not hurt you.
Man, you can say whatever you want in comedy.
Yeah.
Or music.
Yeah, totally.
But, you know, you
just got to be careful.
Drop it in the wrong company.
As soon as your influence gets too big, either way, you're kind of fucked. George Carlin.
I want to do a bit on racism. Because we're all racist, intolerant, bigot motherfuckers. Right? You know what I mean? Homophobic. I think we're naturally that way. I think we're born that way. I think we're designed that way.
I think we're conditioned, yeah.
We roll up. Well, certainly you can learn it, and we're conditioned too. But even when we were in caves, when we rolled up against a different color tribe, we tried to kill them. We didn't have them over for dinner.
Yeah, but I think
have sex with them, try and make babies and inbreed with them. We tried to exterminate them from the earth. So why should I be surprised when somebody's different rolls up on me and I go, ooh, sheesh. And don't tell me not everyone does it. Everyone fucking does it. So I want to get some real life comedy around that whole equation, because I think that's part of the missing conversation right now, because racism's deep and it's troubling and it's it's completely fucking ugly. But I think that the missing part of the conversation is that that is the way we're wired. And for good reason, preservation. And until you can acknowledge that we've all got a little Donald Trump in us, and that's why it enrages us when we see it, because we see him reflecting our own insecurities about, and that's what I love the Trump mirror right now, because it's like, here you got a guy that's like obviously not completely well. He suffers from, I mean, we're all on the spectrum, but you certainly can see the narcissism, the narcissistic personality disorder, if you want to be technical about it.
Yeah.
And so his supposed hate and intolerance and bigotry and all this stuff that he's spraying all over his audience is coming back to him from, people that care about it more than I do, because I'm trying to love the guy, even though I think he's a kook.
Yeah.
And I can't even see how anyone could get interested in that politics when we got so much corruption and graft right here in Niagara.
Yeah.
And so I've been really concentrating and focusing my attention and what I spend my energy on is local politics. But I think it's interesting how his hate and intolerance comes back to him from us. I'm saying from the haters and the people that can't stand Trump and are vocal about what an asshole he is and how he's intolerant, and they're right to say what it is, but they're being the same way back to him. They're throwing hate and intolerance right back at him.
I think
and they don't even get it. Like the marches and everything, and the things like Madonna coming up and going. Thanks for being honest, Madonna, but frankly, I'm not sure I get this whole celebrities and politics again. Right. I used to think it was a good idea, but only for the Green Party.
Yeah, I think what most or a lot of people don't understand is that no matter if you're wrong or right, like you don't have to act on your emotions, right? Like you can detach from your emotions and still respect people, even if you disagree with them, right?
It's funny you said that.
Because, like, I don't know. There's all these good people that are acting out, and it's almost like a cry for help or something.
And it's kind of embarrassing, too. I'll say that. But it's funny you said that. A friend of mine I had dinner with last night, she did a 10-day silent meditation. Dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
What's that called? Vipassana?
I'm not sure.
I think it's Vipassana.
She said it was life-changing.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty intense. Yeah, I haven't done it myself.
For 3 hours a day, 3 separate 1-hour sessions. You, I don't know, watch a video or something. I'm not sure. But there's no talking. It's silent. I said, what about crying? What about laughing? Coughing? I didn't say coughing, but no, they didn't. I don't think that was encouraged because, like, crying is using your voice.
Yeah.
Laughing would be too.
Mm-hmm.
Coughing, I don't know. I'm sure, but
I'm sure that'd be fine. Cause
that's involuntary. Man, if you're up there with,
I don't know, if
30 or 40 people that are expecting a quiet retreat and you got smoker's cough up in there, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you're
going out for a
constantly coughing, but like if you're just coughing, it's involuntary.
Maybe you're. Can you imagine? I don't know. Maybe they don't let smokers go.
Well, good thing I'm not a smoker.
Yeah. Or what about your weed? I mean,
it doesn't make me cough constantly.
No. But you could. Oh, I mean, I guess you got your. Yeah. I mean, you must have your own personal time.
Yeah.
Where you can do whatever you want. It's not like you have to step out during meditation. And
right.
say,
Right. You said 3 hours.
During class,
right?
Hang on, I'm just going to.
You can't handle 3 hours away from your cigarette, then you're fucked. Or you probably should quit before you go there. Or at least cut back.
Imagine not talking and being with people for 10 days, not saying or hearing a word.
Yeah, it'd be pretty insane. I feel like
hearing was
like the introspective rewards are probably amazing, right? Like, I mean, every morning I write 3 pages of stream consciousness.
You're still doing that, eh?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
About a year now.
Really?
Yeah.
Until you can't. How long do you go for?
Just 3 pages. Like front, back,
handwritten.
Yeah, and streamed consciousness to paper. So even if I can't
Typing
think of anything to write,
doesn't work.
I don't like to type, and she suggests not to type because it's not about speed. It's about like the emotional like connection between getting it down on paper and like what's actually, I don't know. Like she explains it pretty well, but yeah, it's very good for like organizing your thoughts, being your own therapist, like getting all your shit out, you know what I mean? Like, and getting good ideas, like, and it's streamed consciousness, so even if I don't know what to write, I'll just write, I don't know what to write, I'm just going to keep writing until I fill up these 3 pages. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, because it subconsciously teaches you to get the work done, to put the pen to paper, no matter how you feel any day. If you're sad, depressed, happy, excited to get outside, excited to get to work, doesn't matter. You still do it. Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see the typing not being. There's something about writing. I think it's even for memory. I think there's something about writing things out. Yeah.
You retain it much better when you're writing it, because you have to think. You have to think about writing it and write it. Whereas the letters, like, you just hit a button and the symbol's created.
Yeah. I about 25 years ago was forced to write cursive.
Okay, I remember doing cursive back in elementary.
Yeah. Yep. I didn't know it was called cursive.
Yep.
Couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, I wasn't that good.
I had there was a sentence, and they said you have to write. This has to be handwritten. And I struggled, man.
For me,
because I haven't written in so long,
right?
And that's when I realized, I print all caps. I do.
I had a problem with capital letters in cursive. That was my problem, because it was always so different to the lowercase. So a lot of the letters are very different, the uppercase and lowercase. So it threw me off.
Yeah, I was stuck. It took me a long time to write that out, man. It was for my real estate exam. And it said something like, my name is James Fannin, and I live at this address or whatever. It wasn't even all that long. It almost broke me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It needs handwriting.
Yeah, it's not used very much, except for like signatures now.
Somebody said to me the other day, "You got a pen?" I'm like, "What's that?" I'll text it to you. Oh, a writing stick? No, I don't have a pen. I have a couple felt markers. That's it.
Yeah, I like to get things down on paper sometimes. It's a different quality.
Yeah, maybe I should try it. I don't know. So, got to work on some tour dates out west.
Yep.
Getting the soil out of the way.
I've got the beginning, middle, and end already booked. So it's June 22nd to July 22nd. We're ending at Livestock Festival.
What do you got booked again?
Niagara, Sault Ste. Marie, Thunder Bay. Got one in Calgary, Rocky Mountain House, Nelson, BC, Salt Springs Island. Couple more, I think, and some more that I'm still talking about with some people. So
nice.
It's my first time out west, and Roadway's first real like big tour. So right now I'm just networking, trying to get some connections in different places and talking to different promoters. It'll probably end up being quite a small tour just because I think I was a bit too late on a lot of the bookings. But you live and you learn.
Right on. Working on the new stuff on the road.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to play?
On the road? Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I got to think about this because a lot of the stuff I do is electric. I can try to.
Well, we can plug you into electric if you want to do.
Well, electric. I mean, like with the band, right? Like.
Oh. Right.
I mean, I can try to do an acoustic rendition of like Red Sun Rising or something like that.
Right on. Is that off of this?
No, that would be off the next album.
Oh, really?
One of our new ones.
I like new stuff. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
It's so cool, the relationship. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, bro. You don't have to do it right now because we'll have to reset up a little bit. But
okay.
The relationship with an album, I don't know. Well, it's got to be the same for everyone, but so cool. And even Josh, I bumped into Josh the other day. I love his beats, and that's not my genre of music at all. Yours is totally fuck. I hear Jeff Beck and all kinds of my old stuff that I listen to more than your stuff. Yeah, especially Jeff Beck. You got to pick up some Jeff Beck.
I know. I love Jeff Beck. It's great.
Yeah, Constipated Duck.
That's a great one.
Great too, man.
Such a good song.
But it's interesting the relationship you have with an album because I remember when I put Burger's disc in, it was in St. Catharines, song 3. He played it on the show, and before the show, I kind of was really turned on to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Funny how that whole broke down. Jay Foreign was the guy that laid his CD on me when Black Flies was in.
Nice.
Here, Aaron wants you to have this. I'm like, Aaron, who? And it didn't go on my deck right away, but when it did, it didn't come out for a long time. And so in St. Catharines was my favorite song, so I'd skip the first 2 songs, right?
Yeah.
Calgary. Is Calgary the first song, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And so anyway, so I skipped the 3, right? So the first 2 songs I never listened to until I started playing the album from start to finish.
Yeah.
Right? And then there was, song 4, 5, and 6 are great. Let It Go.
Yep. It's a great album.
Oh, yeah. 4, so then I'd go 3, 5, 6, 7 it is, yeah. So then I'd skip 4 and then do 5, 6, 7, right?
Yeah.
3, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, it was one of the first
5, 6,
local
7.
albums.
3, 5, 6, 7 again. 3, 5, 6, 7.
It's one of the first local albums I got into as well.
And then the island at the end snuck up on me. And then, my God, it's so wicked. And it's complex.
Mm-hmm.
It's got all kinds of different layers to it.
Yep.
Really deep. And so I'm glad to hear that because, his albums are drastically different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even See a Golden Burgundy is something different again. The first album, Ghost Behind Me.
Yep.
And so Roadway's coming out with all new, like it doesn't even sound like a Roadways album. I'm interested in that.
Hopefully, yeah. We got.
I shouldn't be giving away your secrets. Maybe you told
me. Well,
I mean, confidence. I don't
know. No. I mean, we've got a keyboardist now, and our old guitarist is our bassist now. So it's like we've already got a new sound, right? We're playing a lot of this, we're playing still the songs from the Lighthouse and newer songs, but different sound, different textures, new songs. Kind of hard to go into it without playing it.
Yeah. So you were running 2 guitarists.
Yeah, we had 2 guitars before and 1 bass, 1
like
drums.
Lead and rhythm, or 2 leads?
Well, both kind of interplay kind of stuff.
Yeah. You always saying it was a huge adjustment for him, eh?
Yep, but he's doing great. I can't believe it. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's progressed so quickly. It's awesome.
He really likes to move around up there on the stage.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, he's awesome. I don't know. I don't really move much. Oh, he doesn't move. Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
filthy on the bass.
I didn't catch the sarcasm.
Always.
And I mean, it's just gonna get tighter. Like, we haven't even been that unit for a whole year yet.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so I mean, we're like.
How many gigs you figure you've done
since then? It's a good question. Probably like, on average, I would say 2 a month since July.
Yeah.
So.
You're coming up on 20.
Around that, yeah.
I've been to a few of them.
Nice.
Yeah. Where's were you you're putting your stuff on Archive? Or,
yeah, archive.org.
You don't use SoundCloud at all, eh?
SoundCloud just has a limit. That's why I don't like it.
Right. I gotta check out the Archive.
Archive's good.
Sign up for it.
You just need an account.
Yeah.
To upload. It's really simple, and it's a library. It's literally a library. It's not. There's no limits. There's no like. You don't pay or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure it was originally set up by like archivists from like Grateful Dead followings and stuff like that, because Jerry left behind a whole vault of like recordings, right? He wanted it to be like free, or he allowed people to come and tape and stuff at their shows, right? Which is kind of what I'm trying to get people to encourage people to do. Is come.
Oh yeah, you said that. I didn't even catch that the other day. You're like, yeah, recorders are free.
Yeah.
Come on, record our stuff.
Yeah, if you
man.
record our shows, you definitely get in for free. I'll pay your way in. Because that's one less thing that we need to worry about, right? And it's nice to have our stuff for people that weren't there to listen to and stuff.
I say that you should be plugged in recording everything you do.
Soundboard recordings are good, but like...
I don't even care if it's iPhone recording. You should have every jam, every performance you've ever done, so you can listen to it back.
Yeah, we do that like at our rehearsals so that we can listen back. And what I like about being able to hear back the songs is because we're improvising a lot, there's a lot of cool ideas we throw out that can be written into other songs.
Were you recording the other night when I rolled in?
Where's that? Oh, yeah, downstairs. Yeah.
Cool. Where's that? Where'd you get that board? Is that the band's board? Or?
Yeah, we got that at Long and McQuaid. We got it used. It's like one of the nicest analog boards you can get.
Yeah, what is it?
It's Yorkville. I forget what model, but it's like I'm pretty sure like 22 channels.
Right.
And it's like 800 watts or something like that. I don't know much about that shit, but I know that it's really nice. I know how to use it, and it's really nice. And we just
it's got power too. It's not just a preamp.
It's got power. Yep, it's got powers, and we got nice speakers. So I
want to run the board.
It's been a nice thing lately to have good sound and hear ourselves.
You're traveling MC and sound man.
Do it, man. We're bringing a convoy on tour. We already have like 6 people confirmed to come with us.
Oh,
yeah? Yeah. We're going to bring our circus with us, even though it's little right now.
Cool, man. Do you ever trip out, or you play everything straight?
I mean, it's very unprofessional, I find, to trip out while playing, but it's fun. So, like, house parties sometimes. Yeah. Second set or whatever, but, like...
Do you find if you're tripping, you're drawn to the music? Do you end up in the basement jamming? Even solo practicing, or?
Yeah, more in my room. It's kind of damp and cold in the basement. I don't usually go there unless I have to.
Right.
Unless I'm working with my amp or anything, but like for the most part, I'm usually working on like conceptual things, so I don't really need to be loud or anything like that.
Oh, a buddy of mine used to play every Saturday night, and it just lent itself to total drunken and druggery debauchery, right? So he could be known to be flying on a couple of hits of E or
right. Well,
anything.
At gigs, I wouldn't mind if I was just a guitar player or just a singer. but it's both that
Right.
is hard because I have my effects, and I'm always thinking about the mix. So I'm not only am I singing and remembering lyrics and playing parts and remembering my parts, but I'm also adjusting volumes and adjusting settings because I want the mix to be perfect. We're always shifting in our sound and volume, right?
That's interesting.
Dynamics, texture.
Do you think that might be part of the maturity? Do you think you'll ever like get to a point where you don't even give a fuck and you just fucking let it loose?
I think I'll get to a point where I just
those things aren't in your head.
I get really good at I think I just get to a point where I know my gear so well, and my instinct is just, I need more mids. I'm going to use my tube screamer for that, or I'm going to use my whatever, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like more of I'm an immature level of like understanding my gear and stuff like that. Because like I feel like I could do a better job at using the right pickups at the right times and the right pedals at the right times and understanding my compressor better or whatever. It's a lifelong journey, right?
You never stop learning.
Exactly.
Or you never stop. Yeah, you just never stop. There's always something, right? It's like golf or music, and the theory part of it too, right?
Theory's fun, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get down with it more, man. I haven't made the effort
very
like
interesting.
I was going to.
There's so many variations. And once you realize that, it's crazy. And like you go through a lot of things where you learn, your horizon expands so much that you don't even know where to begin anymore. And like, but then you just got to pick one place that make a list of 3 goals or something, and just because you can learn so many things in theory that don't apply to what you're going for, right? So that's why it's nice to have something. You're like, road waves is my anchor, right? It's like, what should I learn? It's like, okay, well, what do I need to do for road waves right now? Then that makes it easier to know what I should be practicing. There's like a million things you could practice that I'll never use in my band, right? So it's all about priorities and which direction you're trying to go. That's why it's subjective. There's no better artists, right? It's all about what direction and what your taste is. And I mean, there is some things that are just complete garbage, but
so we should Facebook Live the tune, eh?
If you want.
I can never find out how to get there, though.
Facebook Live?
Yeah, so tune up and get what you need to get going. And are you going to show me?
Right
there. All right, fucker. Can I tag Roadwaves up in here?
Maybe.
From the live? Let's see. Yeah.
Tag me if you want to.
Yeah. I'm spelling your whole name. G sharp Yehia. All right, G. So yes, warm up. We'll do whatever you need to do. I'm gonna get you on the tripod here. I'll move that other mic around too. Are you gonna sing as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll move that mic over. You know more about those things than I do, man. I'll turn this around.
It's up to you. We can plug this in if you want.
Plug it into what? Oh, you want to go direct?
It's up to you. Probably not.
Yeah, that's okay. I think it'd be good to go. Just give us a couple levels there. Jihad.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, check.
I think we got some good levels going. Okay, G. I'm not sure how much of the guitar it's going to get. But okay, we're still rolling anyways, but I'll give you the countdown on the live. You're just going to do one?
I think so, yeah.
All right, you ready to count down?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go live. 3, 2, 1.
Facebook Live. Here's Red Sun Rising. You can shelter our minds. You can shelter our eyes. You can shelter all of society, but you can't stop the rain. You can promise the skies and keep telling us lies. But you know, after all of this, it won't be the same. It's such a shame. What we're giving to the children, but to them it's all the same. Until they're growing old and they're wondering what went wrong and why we waited so damn long, till the dawn to sing this song. Well, I'm telling you now that the feeling was good. Above the water, the red sun was rising, and I understood that today is the day. Yeah, you know it's the day. It's the day we all see in front of us like we always could. Yeah, you know we should. It's a way that feels familiar, 'cause we're so close to the source. And the day is getting old, and we're wondering what to hold as the darkness on its horse comes rushing through the night. It's a red sun rising early in the morning. It's a red sun rising. It's a red sun rising. Oh, so early in the morning. It's a red sun rising. It's a red sun rising. It's a red sun rising. Red sun rising.
That didn't suck at all, Jihad.
Thanks, brother. That was transposed to the acoustic guitar. It's kind of difficult to do that sometimes.
Yeah, you really bend those strings, man. You make that thing talk. It's not so easy on the acoustic, I guess.
Yeah, I should probably get the intonation set up for doing stuff like that.
Right.
Which I haven't really thought about, I guess, much. Not used to playing this thing in front of people as often as I do, I guess.
You can play it better than you can play mine, probably, but mine never sounds so good when the boys come over. So, you want to do another one, or you want to get another one in?
Sure, why not?
Because we're still rolling live, so.
Okay. I'll throw it down like 6th Street or something.
A little closer just to make sure that.
Here's one I wrote on the road to in Texas with Carl David and Aaron Berger. You know it's getting colder, just past winter. No trouble at the border, through Detroit. There's nothing to tell you, there's nothing gone wrong. Nobody to answer, nobody to call on. I got an iceberg behind me, keeping me cool. Carl David driving, you know he ain't no fool. Houston bound, let's pop into Nashville. Hardwire our way to a cheap old slumber. Fill up your tank, fill up your hunger. You know I will, you know I will. Well, thank you, Charlie, for such a wonderful stay. It was so heavenly, got to go back again. 24 hours and 2,000 miles away from home, and we got nothing but smiles. I got the Colorado River right at my feet. No trouble finding good people to meet. And to every fine person down on 6th Street, I'll be back again, back on 6th Street. This one's to Charlie. And this one's to Ebony. And to every fine person down on 6th Street. I'll be back again down on 6th. Down again, back on 6th. Back again, back on 6th Street. 6th Street.
Nice job, G. Say goodnight, G.
Have a good night, Facebook.
Good night, G.
Drive safe.
Bing. Just like that, G.
How many people were watching?
1,460.
That'd be fucked, eh? It's like, oh shit, they heard you say Jihad and they're like, what the fuck is this? Yes, that is my name. No, it's not what you think it means.
Saved your camera roll. High definition quality. Done. So it's uploading. Nice job, G. That's a great tune,
Thanks,
man.
Fuck. Appreciate that.
You know what? And I know that song so well.
I've been playing it for a little while now.
Yeah, like that's how many shows I've actually been out to or heard you perform wherever.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't not dance to that tune, man.
Good one, eh?
Oh, yeah, and there's a perfect clap
Yeah.
track that goes along to it. I was going in the
Yeah.
background. I just doing it quietly.
Yeah.
But you see me grooving it. If there's any, if you're feedbacking off your audience at all, I'm dancing in my jammies in an underground bunker in a secret location on the South Shore of beautiful, pristine Lake Ontario. That was awesome, G.
Thanks,
So, man, yeah.
It may be a bit quiet because you turned it down. Eh?
Yeah, well, you were really up on that mic.
No, I know. I'm just saying now that we're talking.
Thanks, G.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was catching some red lights. So turned it back, dialed it back a little bit, but yeah, I'm still getting it all down. But it sounds good, man, and that'll sound good on SoundCloud. So what I'll do is I'll take that little bit out of the interview and clip it, and then leave it in the interview, but clip it separately. I think. Maybe I should revisit. Maybe I'll let you listen to. I'll post MJ's up there and share it with you privately.
Privately, yeah. I'll check it out.
And then see what you think. But I don't know. It's just, it's silly.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, some things. So, yeah, thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate you making the time. And
my pleasure. It's always good to hang with you, man.
Yeah, and I told you the other day. Well, I've got D. I'm working pretty good with D. I can even identify D as a ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
nice. That's is it in there? Ding, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you showed me something down the neck, close to it.
Yep.
So that I could move.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I took a picture. You wrote it down, and I understood it when you were telling me it.
Right.
I took a picture on my phone that's not part of the 60 gigs of data of my life that I fucking deleted without backing up after I thought I transferred them all to my... I just pray that one day I wake up and I found that folder somewhere that's all my iPhone pictures and video. Anyway, I digress. Then when I got home and I looked at it, I couldn't figure it out.
I'll show it to you again, man. That's funny. Yeah, I can even write down the explanation to help you.
And today we were cracking a lesson when you got up at the crack of 4.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Big show last night.
It was like, it culminated into a pretty chillax thing, actually. It was Rafiq's apartment.
Perfect.
So it was just, pretty chillax. I mean, we played great.
Yeah.
I love the room. I mean, we practice in a room, right? So like,
Right.
it's nice to play in a similar thing that we rehearse in.
Right.
So that felt good.
Nice.
It was comfortable. We knew all the people there, right?
Uh,
I missed out on all the free food, which sucks.
Oh.
I'm still pretty bummed about that.
Yeah.
But that happens. By the time I was done packing up, I was like, oh, it's all gone.
Uh-huh. So how many kids you got coming in? How many people are you teaching?
Right now, I just got 3 people.
Yeah. Regulars like every week?
Yeah, I'm trying to get more. But
what do you book? What's a session? Half an hour or an hour?
I usually do half an hour just because you can get a lot in someone's head in that a small amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
$10 a half an hour, which is very cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I take lessons for $20 for half an hour.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I try to be cheap so that like it's affordable for people that otherwise wouldn't be able to do it.
Right.
So, and I put the money towards the band, so that helps.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't really keep the money. Like, it's not really that much at this point. I'm still trying to work it into like making it. Once it's sustainable, I'll actually use it for like real expenses and stuff. But it's $30 a week.
Yeah, yeah.
I figure it'll do better as collecting for the tour.
Yeah.
It's just extra money for the tour, the way I see it.
Are you collaborating with any of the guys?
Oh, yeah, we've been saving for a while. Yeah.
No, I mean in the house. I mean, you said you wrote that one. I'm surprised it was only that Texas trip or whatever, because it seems older than that song. I've heard it so often, I guess. But
well, I mean, the Texas trip was 2 winters ago, so the song's like 2 years old now.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's about 2 years old.
I just see a lot of, Burger's probably putting one of CD's songs on the new album. I think he plays it live
collabs.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, there could be a collab. Maybe like we'll do another thing with Katie, or like there hasn't been any collabs though yet, like that we've done.
Oh, right.
We've just kind of mostly been working on like integrating Don.
Yeah.
In as the keyboardist. And
how about
Yo
creatively? Is the Lighthouse? Is there any overlap there? Like, you're living with all musicians. Is there any influence? Immediately
with Mike, I've been we've been working on some of his stuff. So just like trying to help. He's trying to put it down in recording. So
right,
I've been wanting to like play some leads over his music and help him maybe like songwrite or whatever.
Right on.
He's a great songwriter. He's got lots of good songs. Same with MJ. Same with Carl. I guess we've all just been kind of really doing our own thing lately. I've been really busy with Road Waves.
Yeah.
I haven't even been writing a lot lately in general, which kind of sucks. But just been booking a lot of gigs and doing all the administration stuff. Just getting used to the whole business side of things because we're stepping into that world now, right? But I'm still writing and trying to do it at least every day a bit. Lots of new songs coming on the way, though. It's not like I write more with the band than I write with myself at this point.
Right.
Because we practice about 3 times a week. So there's a lot of random things that happen while you're hanging out, right? And you're like, ooh, that's cool. And then we'll jump on it. Or like I said, all of our recordings, we have piles and piles of recordings from shows with so many good ideas and in the improvised sections, right? So it's all about finding something you really like and making something out of it.
Oh, the video's uploaded.
Cool.
Look at the wig on you. Holy. It's a good thing we cut most of it off. Just cut you off at the eyes. Because the closer the mic is, the better for Facebook Live. So you got to have a close-up shot of it. But I can do I can do the Facebook Live through the iRig.
Nice.
And have the mic set up. This one should be closer to the guitar too, but I'm getting it down.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Let's see here.
There's my mom. I'm liking it.
Oh, is that your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You can see that from here. Jimmy Russell. Oh, Rachel Hill. What's up? Yeah, it's almost got 100 views already.
Nice.
Jihad. Okay, brother. So I think we're gonna pack it in. We should get a beer in this or something. I didn't pick up any, so we'll have to. Usually I do that before, but I was in that car for fucking 4 hours today, man.
Yeah, man.
So I just wanted to get out. So yeah, I made my drop. I did the Toronto run there and back, and then came to get you. And all right. So yeah, let's go grab a pint and yeah, just tell everyone on the way out how to get a hold of you. Where the SoundCloud is, where the archive.org is. Can you buy your music on iTunes?
You can buy our music. Actually, we have an Etsy account, a shop on Etsy, ETSY.com. Yeah. It's like a craft store, but we use it as our merch thing.
Oh, okay.
But also on our Bandcamp, if you just look up Roadwaves Bandcamp on Google, you'll find it. Or just go on our Facebook, facebook.com/roadwaves, and along all the tabs, you'll find a bunch of our stuff, like our newsletter sign up, like photos, upcoming events.
Okay.
It's mostly on Facebook, or roadwaves.net is how you can find like our biography or contact information or videos, archives, all that stuff.
Vicious. Jihad, Yehia. Thank you, my brother. I love you.
Love you too, bro.
We're going to click off right now, and you guys be good to each other out there. Peace out.
Enjoy your Monday. Night.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You don't know when this thing's coming out.
Whatever.
See ya.